This video contains spoilers from Steven Bomb 5, as it was mistakenly released early on Cartoon Network servers. So please, if you don't want to be spoiled, click off now. And if you've already watched this episode, please, when it gets released officially, watch it on TV. Watch it on Cartoon Network's website, support the show, buy merchandise, do something to support the show, to support the official release, please. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Hey guys, Ostrich Vox here, and welcome to my review of That Will Be All. But first things first. Bravo to the Crewniverse again for making another amazing episode. This is one of the top episodes of Steven Universe. Honestly, a lot of these new episodes in this bomb are my new favorites, but this one set the bar because it introduced a new side of the diamonds we never seen before, at least for Yellow Diamond. But let me get into that later. The episode picks back up where the zoo left off, with the Amethyst taking Steven and Greg saying they're in big trouble, and they bring them into this room full of a whole bunch of Quartz soldiers, a whole bunch of Earth Amethysts. We see a Jasper or two, etc. And we see our Amethyst, she's captured. She's like, Steven, these Amethysts are really great. And then, plot twist, the Amethysts, since they're Earth Amethysts, don't exactly follow the rules either. They actually got Greg and Steven out of the zoo. And Amethyst expresses how great it is to be among her sisters. And this is an important moment for Amethyst's development. She always felt like she came out wrong, but now we know that compared to the other Amethysts, she came out the same, pretty right, because these other Amethysts are just casual. They act pretty much like our Amethysts, they all bro around. Now a lot of these Amethysts look a lot more masculine, but I know gems, they all have she pronouns, female pronouns, but at the same time, I think it does go to show that gems truly don't have any genders because they can look kind of masculine. Like people thought Jasper looked masculine. No, some of these Amethysts look more masculine than Jasper. And Carnelian was adorable, and Skinny Jasper, Nube. But all the joy and celebrating is cut short when Agate comes into the room and we catch it back up with Pearl, Ruby, and Sapphire. They've just been following Agate around. And at first I thought Agate was about to break out into song. How she said, like, get to your stations and your places. Like, it kind of rhymed, plus it's just like how the music picked up. I thought she was about to start singing. I was like, let's go. But unfortunately, that did not come to fruition. It was just the music being really... The music just really kicked up in tempo. She was like, get ready for the diamonds. Honestly, like, a song about how you have to look your best for the diamonds would have been great. It would have been a great Homeworld gem song. But I'm not gonna complain, because the song we get later is pretty great too. Steven and Greg sneak behind a Quartz soldier and make a run for it, but they end up in a room. And now, okay, so I don't think the timing between my rose is the only rose and this bomb being released early and the spike in views for that theory video increasing isn't a coincidence. So Greg and Steven come across a room that ends up being a room full of all these bubble rose quartzes. And now here's what I want to talk about. While the theory of there only being one rose quartz ever made was incorrect, components of that theory still hold validity. I said that 1, Pink Diamond made these rose quartzes. They were made for a court. This ended up being true. 2, I said Rose being made on Earth kind of messed up like her personality and that's why she rebelled. This is partially, we don't really know, I'm gonna make a theory video on this, but judging from the Amethyst and how they're made on Earth and how there's this huge, really disgust towards gems made on Earth, it makes me think that being made on Earth has done something to those gems. And gems made on Earth do have some kind of defect. So that part of the theory also might be true, but I don't want to say for sure it is true. But that seems to be what they're building up so far. And 3, I said that if there were other roses, or if Rose was the only rose, that after she shattered Pink Diamond, Homeworld shut down all the other roses. This ended up being true too, because they're all bubbled in this room. And Blue Diamond comes in, still lamenting, and then Yellow Diamond, our homegirl, returns. She no longer has a giraffe neck. They fix her design, and it's actually pretty good timing because literally that morning before the episodes came out, I was talking to my friend, and she was like, yeah, Yellow Diamond's kind of ugly. And I'm like, well, I think that was a storyboarder style. I believe if we see how other storyboarders draw her, she'll actually look much better. And this ended up being the case because Yellow Diamond was much better. And also Mama Sugar, based Rebecca Sugar, storyboarded on this episode. She storyboarded the scene for the song, What's the Use of Feeling Blue? So let's get into that. Yellow Diamond is pissed that Blue Diamond has not shattered these rose quartz bubbles yet. She's like, why are you protecting them in bubbles when they're safe? Her one rose shattered Pink Diamond, so they all deserve to be shattered. And while a lot of people might see that as unfair or a rather cruel fate, and clearly Blue Diamond feels that way too, that it's a cruel way to treat the rose quartzes since that's the only thing left to Pink Diamond, that and the Earth, and the zoo itself, I kind of see where Yellow Diamond's coming from. If one rose quartz can shatter a diamond, having all these rose quartzes running around, you could be asking for all the diamonds to just go down So I see where Yellow Diamond's coming from that instance. And now we know why Peridot didn't know about Rose Quartz, why she didn't know what kind of quartz Steven was. Because all the Rose Quartzes they're bubbled, they're shut down. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, I wish Steven took a bubble. I'm personally relieved Steven didn't take a bubble. I don't want Steven to meet another rose, but then again, those roses are there. If the show wants to get really dark, I want Yellow Diamond to shatter those Rose Quartz bubbles. Not a single one spared. But at the same time, if they can't go that dark, then they might just have all those roses join if a second war ever breaks out. But I'll say that's all that speculation for another video. These are all going to be their own videos at some point. I'm just introducing those concepts in this one. So she sings, her and the Pearls, both Blue Pearl and Yellow Pearl sing, but what's the use of feeling blue? And the song obviously has a double meaning. I see a lot of people ask, is she asking what's the use of feeling to Blue Diamond? Like, what's the point of like feeling sad, or what's the point of actually having these feelings? It's a double meaning on purpose. Notice how the last time she says it, she only says, what's the use of feeling? She doesn't say blue. She's asking what's the point of feeling sad, but she's also asking Blue Diamond, she's also asking her sister, what's the point of these feelings? What's the point of being emotional over something? And we finally find out that Lapis, the point of Lapis is to terraform. Lapis lazuli terraform planets to make it suitable for gems to live on them. Some people also heard a Lapis tells reports, which also makes sense because the mirror and everything. Maybe they all play a role, but yeah, it seems like Blue Diamond's court, gems that belong specifically under Blue Diamond's court, are armies, so generic gems like amethyst, court soldiers, sapphires, agates, and lapis lazulis. There may be more, but it seems like for now, those are the only like Blue Diamond Pacific gems. So I do wonder what the other courts look like, because I don't think we've seen any exclusive gems for White Diamond or Yellow Diamond yet, or if we're even gonna find out. I mean, we're definitely gonna see more Homeworld gems as the series progresses, and honestly, the fact that she said an army without specifying which gems, it seemed like a bulk of gems for each court are like generic gems like court soldiers. But we do know that Rose Quartzes were indeed made by Pink Diamond, so they're probably Pink Diamond exclusive courts, or at least intended to be before they all got bubbled. And yeah, we see that Yellow Diamond is hurting, but she prefers to just conceal her feelings, hide her feelings instead of just like being open about them. She wants to just hide them. And we do see that Yellow Diamond is still suffering, but she would rather be a leader because the gems need their leaders right now. But what exactly is going on Homeworld? Because we don't know what's going on with White Diamond, and Yellow Diamond really wants Blue Diamond to focus. And they seem to really want the cluster, but why? Why did Homeworld suddenly pull out of the gem war? I've already said what I think it is on Twitter, but I'm gonna make a 3 video on this. I won't even get specific in this video, but I believe Homeworld is already at another war with somebody, and they're trying to put Earth behind them so they can focus on that war. A war that started at the end of the Gem War, that's why they pulled out so suddenly. The war that's the reason why they have lack of resources, and the war that's the reason that Yellow Diamond is so hell-bent on getting Blue Diamond off of Earth, and why they want the Earth turned into a weapon, aka the cluster. Because once the cluster forms, it won't just destroy the Earth, they have to use it for something. What that something is yet to be seen. And until they can get the cluster out of the Earth, let's hope we never see it. And yeah, this scene was storyboarded by Rebecca Sugar, so, well, I'm not going to say it's the definitive look for Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond, because Lord knows, she drew Jasper as a potato and Alone at Sea. This is pretty close to what the standard for Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond should be. And I like how, even while Blue Diamond looked like a Steven Universe character, Yellow Diamond, I don't know if it was the shading, her chin or what, she just looks so anime all the time. There are literally shots of Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond in the same shot, and Blue Diamond has just like basically like colored in features, while Yellow Diamond has like shading and detail. It's crazy. And after that song, Agate comes in with Ruby, Sapphire, and Pearl's actually in the doorway. She opens the door, but she doesn't come in. I'm gonna come back to that because it ties into my next point. Agate's like, yeah, your Sapphire brought you the human offering, your package has been delivered. And Blue Diamond's like, I didn't ask for any more humans for the zoo. Either the diamonds have piss poor memory, or there are so many gems on Homeworld that Blue Diamond can't even recognize the Ruby and Sapphire that betrayed them. And I'm surprised they didn't recognize Pearl too, because she was standing in the doorway. So either they didn't get a look at Pearl, or like they just don't recognize their own traitors. Because I was half expecting for Ruby and Sapphire to get recognized by Blue Diamond. I thought everything was about to turn south really quickly, but it didn't. So yeah, that just shows how much stress they're under, and that there might actually be, because sapphires are rare gems. It's been saying to show they're rare gems. So either she just forgot what they look like, or maybe since Sapphire changed her dress since when they fused, because when they first fused and how they look now, their outfits are completely different. So I don't know if it's that or what. And like I said, I'm really curious why they didn't recognize Pearl unless they're just getting a good look at her, because Pearl stayed outside. And Pearl was the only one with a star on, so that might also be it. And Sapphire's like, oh, I foresaw you wanting more humans. And Blue Diamond's like, yeah, it's true. The cluster's about to emerge, so Earth doesn't really have much time left. And then Yellow Diamond says, Oh, then there's still time then. Boy! The implications of that statement are so huge. It sounds like Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond are coming to Earth. Now, I'm not sure how they're gonna do this. I don't know if they're just gonna have a bunch of gems with hand ships, scoop up humans. I don't know if they're just gonna do like flat out like alien abduction, or are they actually gonna come to Earth, get one last good look at it, and handpick humans to take with them? And if so, because I'm pretty sure they're still aware there are crystal gems on the planet, I'm not sure if they know that Rose survived after the whole corruption bomb thing. If they decide to go by Rose's old base, because I'm pretty sure they know where it is. Jasper knew where it was. That's right by Beat City. Is the entirety of Beat City about to get raided by Homeworld and taken to the zoo? Are the crystal gems finally gonna have a confrontation with the diamonds? And we know Peridot's supposed to get her star soon, so is something gonna happen in the confrontation with the diamonds, I guess, or her star, or is she gonna get it beforehand? And now I know a lot of people have been talking about Blue Diamond redemption, like, oh yeah, Blue Diamond, she's gonna turn to crystal gems, and I'm gonna make a theory video about it because I do think it's likely. However, it's also unlikely. It's possible, but also not possible. Why do I say that? Yes, we saw that Blue Diamond was lamenting over Pink Diamond. Yes, we know that Blue Diamond wants to preserve human life because it's what's left of Pink Diamond's legacy. But also, see how serious and kind of menacing Blue Diamond turned as soon as she even questioned Sapphire. How scared Garnet was to even see her with her future vision. Clearly, Blue Diamond wasn't going to be that understanding. So really, a Blue Diamond redemption is 50-50. By the end of the day, she led Homeworld. At the end of the day, she decided to corrupt all those gems. At the end of the day, she's still an antagonist. So I wouldn't even trust Blue Diamond yet. It would have to take a buttload of convincing to have her become not even a crystal gem, but to be allies with the Earth. However, I do think she's more likely than Yellow Diamond. But they're both just expressing grief in their own way. Steven having Rose's gem, Steven being a Rose Quartz, is going to make it that much harder to persuade the diamonds because they're going to have to find out. The gems have been constantly doing narrow escapes forever. Their luck is about to run out, and if the diamonds come to Earth, there's no way they can avoid that. There's no way they're going to avoid the cluster, because I feel like the diamonds will maybe check up on the cluster. Maybe they already sent someone to check on the cluster. And Blue Diamond came to Earth, but since she warp speeded, she went right past the rubies, but that doesn't mean they're going to have that same luxury twice. The show is picking up. The bell has been rung. The time is ticking. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. People were trashing season 4. Now everyone's praising it, saying it might be the best season yet. And while I always like season 4, I definitely do think this has potential to be one of the best seasons yet. But oh my god, just imagine the diamonds coming to Earth, coming to Beat City, and seeing Mystery Girl, someone who looks like Rose Quartz. There's just so much potential here. And for Beat City and the gems to once again come back, because for a while, the Beat City characters and the gems have been separate from each other. Like in season 1, they're kind of intertwined, but now more so lately they are not. But for them to become like ingrained again, especially in a huge way like this, in abduction, I would love to see that. So yeah, whether the diamonds are coming to Earth or whether they're having just Homeworld gems come and abduct humans, we'll have to see, but I do hope it's the case of the diamonds coming to Earth. I would love that. And I do wonder what's going on with Earth right now, because if Homeworld gems did come check on a cluster or something, because like I said, that line of, oh, Connie, oh, Peridot Lapis, you have to stay in Beat City and protect it in case something happens. It makes me think that something might be happening when they get to Earth. But they still need to pick up the rubies. After they escape, High Blue Agate on their way out catches that Steven and Greg are on the ship, and she's like, what is the meaning of this? She takes her whip, she has an electric whip. Ruby and Sapphire feeds back into Garnet, Garnet reappears, and I love when she's like, I've been waiting all day for this, and then summons her gauntlet and then hits Agate with her regular hand. And Pearl telling off Agate, you go girl. She deserved that moment. Pearl earned that, Agate deserved that moment. Definitely a top 10 Pearl moment for sure. And the Amethyst just let them go, like they were like, yeah, bye, and Amethyst is like, Amethyst for life. So, since Agate is now scared shitless out of her mind about telling the diamonds what happened, fearing that she might be shattered herself, I can see those Amethysts pushing her around, but I do think they'll return to the zoo at some point, and I think when they return to the zoo, those Amethysts will join the Crystal Gems. Not like full time, I don't mean like living in a temple or anything. Those Amethysts actually seem to love the fact that they're from Earth, unlike Jasper. So in the event that Jasper gets quote-unquote redeemed, aka not pledging her allegiance to Homeworld anymore, and her accepting all those Amethysts and even those Beta Jaspers, because those are her sisters, who we were led to believe all the Quartz and Beta got destroyed, so we thought all the Jasper sisters are dead, but no, they're alive. For Jasper to meet them and teach them would be incredible. And the episode ends with them in space. Greg's like, I hope you found what you're looking for. And Steven says, I found you. But no. We were promised answers on Pink Diamond. We were said it's time for answers. We got the zoo. We got Pink Diamond's view on humans, assumably. But besides that, like, I feel like we didn't get many answers on Pink Diamond. We didn't go inside the Palanquin or anything. Is there something in the Palanquin? I don't know. Hopefully all this and more gets figured out soon, because this is definitely far from over, especially with the diamonds coming to Earth, assumably. That's the assumption we can make. But overall, this was an amazing bomb. Definitely the best bomb by far. The zoo arc is definitely my favorite Steven Universe arc by far. Hopefully, it can only get better from here. But yeah, they need to pick up the rubies, because if they don't and Homeworld does, that's not going to end well for them. And I can see before the diamonds come, when we have the rubies come, and they're like, okay, where's Jasper? Because there's a marathon tile, Jasper and the rubies. The relationship between the rubies and Jasper are clearly going to be something that plays into the role of the show. So what's it going to be? So are we going to follow up on Jasper next? I personally hope so, but who knows? All in all, this was an amazing episode. Base Sugar coming in clutch with the clutch song, the amazing storyboards, the amazing art, the animation, everything was just on point in this episode. There was not a bad frame, not any wonky arc, nothing in there. Okay, actually no, there's like an in-between playing Blue Diamond that looks kind of wonky, but it's an in-between frame. No one's gonna like nitpick that, and if you do, you're petty. And that about wraps up Steven Bomb 5. This definitely changed the entire course of the show. And with that ending, I can only wonder what will happen now!
We finally made it last. Ostrich Vox of the Round Table.
Rebecca Sugar!
How dare you make reviews of that Steven Bomb without making any theories?
Okay, I can do that. Yeah. So you didn't come to like beat the shit out of me for reviewing episodes that weren't like aired on TV yet, even though they were like officially released to the app.
Oh no, I'm gonna do that too.